Santa here. Oh, now I'm live on YouTube. I'm already live on Facebook. Hey, so I am craziness. I got Facebook over here and I got YouTube over here, and I'm going to test this out and see how it goes. So, ooh, someone walked by. Look at that. So I'm coming to you live from Ithaca, New York, from my home office, which is still in disarray here. Still trying to get things fixed up around here. I'm not going to show you how. It looks nice behind me, but out here it's super, super messy. So anyway, I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time, and I know I'm quite behind the ball on this thing, but just wanted to have a chat with parents with children at home, like me. I am the parent of 3 children. I have a 15-year-old son, I have a 12-year-old daughter, and I have a 10-year-old son. And all of them are in public school, and all of them are home. They've been home since last week. Last Friday was their last day at school. So they've been home, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is the 10th day, day 10. Day 10 of quarantine, day 10 of lockdown, day 10 of incarceration. And so anyway, we're all getting adjusted. I'm working from home. Our whole staff is working from home from Bethel Grove Bible Church. My wife, my lovely wife, is a nurse, so she doesn't get to work from home. She goes, her life hasn't changed that much, except that we can't go out and do fun things as a family. But her work experience has not really changed. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. Things have changed a lot in the hospital as they gear up for what is expected to be a major wave of patients within the next 2 weeks. But anyway, I wanted to chat with you. I wanted to chat to parents who have children at home and want to know how to manage this whole thing. Because we are in something that no one living has ever been through, unless you were in the Spanish flu, which means then you'd be very old, and I'd like to talk to you. But every single human being on this planet is living through something that no one has ever lived through before. And to be honest, nobody really knows what they're doing. Like the political leaders, the medical leaders, clergy, healthcare, all these different things. We're scrambling. Everyone's scrambling. I mean, we're trying to do the best we can, but we are in uncharted waters, folks. Hey, there's hi, Jeanette Edmondson. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourself, Jeanette, on your island there. So anyway, craziness. Last week, I'll admit, was probably one of my hardest weeks as both a pastor and a parent. It was extremely challenging. I think I was a little bit shell-shocked for a while, just kind of frozen in place. But I'm doing much better this week, much, much better. I actually preached on, oh, that's my dog who barks at people walking by, or nobody. There's nobody there. She's barking. Okay, so today, I don't know how often I'll do these. I don't know how often I'll do these. I was thinking of daily, but then I thought people would get sick of me. So maybe I'll try daily enough. No one's watching it. 1 person's watching on YouTube, 10 people on Facebook. All right, I guess that's okay. Okay, so here's my tips. Number 1, set a schedule. So when we knew this was going down, me and my wife and the kids sat down and we made a schedule for the whole day. All right. And my kids so in our family, we try to hold a balance when it comes to screen time. So we're not super rigid, like not giving them any kind of devices, and we're not totally lax either. We try to be somewhere in the middle. So our 2 eldest have their own phones. Our eldest has his own computer and is a gamer, so he's on that a lot. Our youngest has an iPad and uses a laptop. So they're pretty tech savvy. But in the schedule, we made certain points in the day where they're not on screens. And that's good. So we have the schedule. We sat down, made the schedule. The schedule includes 2 times we go outside. So we live in, well, there's no cars anywhere, but we can go for walks outside. When we get bored of our neighborhood, we get in the car and we go to one of the beautiful waterfalls in Ithaca, and we'll walk through there for a bit, trying to avoid other humans. So outside time is really important. Try to get outside at least once or twice. My kids, oh, thank goodness, are finally getting schoolwork. So that is keeping them occupied. So I'm very, very happy about that, but set aside time for schoolwork. So in our schedule, every morning we go for a walk at 10:30 as a family. So we'll walk around the block, we'll walk for a mile or two or whatever. And then when we come back, we have devotional time. And for you who are Christian parents, this time is a gift from God. I'm not kidding. I actually think that when your children grow up, they're going to look back at this time of this pandemic. They're going to look back at this time as being some of the most formative weeks and months in their lives because of the amount of time they get to spend with you. And so you want to steward that time well. So we are studying as a family. We're studying the Gospel of John. So we're going little by little, section by section. Each of our kids has their own Bible. I could probably talk about different kids' Bibles on another episode. But so they each have their own Bible. They have a journal. They have a Bible. They have a journal. And so every day they have to read the passage and make some notes. And then we come together and we share what we've learned about it, about this study. And it's pretty quick. It's quick, and then we have a quick time of prayer. But it keeps them in the Word. It keeps them flipping through an actual physical Bible and finding different books of the Bible. Sometimes if I find a good video, we'll watch a video during that time or later in the day. But so we do devos, and then we schedule once a week a family fun night. Usually they have evenings, they can do whatever they want. But once a week, we have a night where we'll order in some food, and we'll either watch a movie that we can all agree on. That's super hard. We can never agree on a movie. We'll play a game. We just recently got into jigsaw puzzles, which actually I would highly recommend getting a jigsaw puzzle because you are working together as a team. You're kind of getting wins all along the way. Nobody can win. Everybody wins once it's done. And you're off a screen as well. So we have that family fun night once a week, at least once a week. The other thing, and this is a key thing, and I would recommend you do this if you haven't done this already. We did this last night. And what we did is we did what I call a check-in. And so I just asked them, I mean, we're in uncharted territory as far as our children's development. Like, I don't know what the effects really are going to be of children being physically separated from their peers for this amount of time. I don't think that's never happened before, right? That's never happened probably in the 20th century, that there was a time in North America and the Western world where almost virtually all the children for an extended period of time were separated physically from their peer group. So who knows how this is going to all turn out in terms of their development. So what we did this thing called check-in, and we just went around and shared how we were feeling as it was like the 9th day or whatever. So we just checked in and said, how are you feeling? Like mentally and emotionally, what's going on? And so they shared things like they miss their friends. Our 10-year-old doesn't understand like what the heck is going on. Why can't he see his buddies? The other two, because they're already online, it's a little bit easier, I think. So they've already gotten used to communicating online. But of course, they'd love to see their friends and be at school. I'm sure they're all missing that. So anyway, that was a great time. Actually, it was great. Felicia and I shared. Felicia is a nurse, and myself and my jobs as a pastor, just sharing what it's like for us and being very honest with them. That last week was a really hard week for me, and there was a lot of fear and uncertainty, and I think I've come around on the other side of that. And so it was good. So we checked in, and one thing I said is, we may be in this for quite some time. We may be in this situation for quite some time, and so we have to be kind to one another. There'll be times we get on each other's nerves. There'll be times when we bug each other. There'll be times we do things that'll hurt the other's feelings, and we have to give each other tons of grace. And that's how we're going to get through this. And I made the point, none of us are going to get through this alone. We need each other. We need each other as a family. We need every person in our family together. So anyway, that's some tips for you, is have a schedule, have outside time, schedule in schoolwork, schedule in 30-minute devotional time every day with your kids. Schedule fun times. Like, you can still do things. Like, that's the crazy thing, is we can still do things in our house. We can still go outside. We can still go for walks. We can go for hikes. We can go for drives. We haven't really gone for a long drive, but we could maybe go for a drive. And then maybe do a weekly check-in just to see, kind of mentally, emotionally, where people are at, or where your kids are at. Are they struggling? What is hard? How can we pray for one another? So anyway, those are my tips. Maybe I'll write them down as well. Take care. We'll see if I'll do another one of these someday.
Playing from Santosh's iPhone.